fact that trade has been once again dominating headlines and market moves today? What is priced into this market?
I think what was priced into the market, which is indicative of what's happened already today, is that we were going to have a rollback of the December 15th tariffs. We were going to maybe take the September tariffs off. I think the conversation moving forward, if we get an actual deal, that would be a positive for the market, even though everybody is sort of expecting that. Having a deal would be a positive.
Even a scrawny little phase one
Even a
thing.
scrawny deal. Because let's face it, we haven't had a deal at all, really. It's only been about tariffs. Are tariffs going on? Are tariffs coming off? Are we raising them? Are we lowering them? The conversation will continue to be about tariffs, but if we actually get a deal signed, sealed, delivered, then the market moves up.
We're talking about the China trade deal right now. There's also the USMCA deal that we got some developments on today, too.
The USMCA?
USMCA.
The new NAFTA.
The new NAFTA
the new
deal.
NAFTA. God, I'm so used to it.
Is that
NAFTA.
something that would move stocks if we actually seen that finally signed into law?
I know, but it wasn't really visible. It hasn't been a big factor in our exports. Their export. There hasn't been this continual battle of words. So I really think, yes, it's great. There was not much talk about it, but I think China remains the focus. And I agree with Liz. I think that if we got even phase one done, I think it has ramifications beyond that. That we'll think positive. Maybe we'll get more. So
it might be a phase one and done because we might all be retired by the time this whole thing is done. All right, Barclays out with an optimistic 2020 outlook for the small caps. The firm giving a 1780 year-end price target on the Russell 2000. That's about 9% above current levels, saying that an accommodative Fed, a reduction in the trade war risks, and a reasonably healthy domestic U.S. growth environment will all help drive the group higher. It also recommended an overweight rating in industrials, consumer discretionary, software, and healthcare sectors. It's about half the sectors there. Liz, we saw, a tiny move, but small caps, the only group that did well today. Are you a believer and a buyer in the smaller, more domestic companies?
I am, and I like the bullish tilt. I used to be a small cap analyst, so I have a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for them.
Didn't even know that.
I think you have to look at, too, why did small caps lag large caps this year? They lagged because there was not as much of an appetite for beta. And in that environment, small caps are not going to see as much demand next year if we have what I'm calling a psychological recovery. The recession that we've all been waiting for never happened. So now market participants are deciding, okay, maybe it's not coming. It's time to actually take part in this. Now, they missed a little bit this year, but if we get that back on the table next year, I think you see that pickup in beta stocks. Small cap is one of the big beneficiaries of that.